Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. That's your dad joke opener. Hello everyone, Busy Gamer Dad back again. As you can see, it is quite a different atmosphere than when we had our previous recordings. Yeah, I didn't manage my time well. I had a lot going on that just got in the way of me continuing my recording. And I'm sure that you guys out there in TV land are very much the same as me, where you're like, I just want to sit and play games and watch people on the internet play games because I don't have time to play games. I just want to unwind after a busy day. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I will do my best to entertain you, have a nice little ASMR chat going, have you unwind after a busy day, watch me play this wonderful game called Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the game. Let me know if there's anything you are having questions on. When last we left off, we had to save one of our units from basically getting destroyed. From the flying units that kind of just came in off the coast and destroyed or swept in to try and pincer attack me or tried to side flank me, and it was actually pretty good. It was a pretty good situation to like rattle my brain and be like, oh gosh, I gotta get him out of there. How do I get him out of there without not destroying myself? So it was a very fun time. Right now we have a mermaid group and a couple others coming in. This episode is probably just going to be me bantering as we get through this next wave. I don't think I'm quite ready to beat this level just yet. I want to get a few more levels. I want to get a few more units, some power. And that's what we're going to do. This wave we're going to fight, and we're going to do the best we can to spread that wealth around, spread that experience around. The idea behind the Ogre Battle game is you have this rebel army that you're not only maintaining, but you're growing. And I remember when I was younger, I would deploy all my units and I'd run out of money and I'd have a really hard time keeping my reputation high, and had some struggles with keeping bases captured or cities captured essentially. And as I've played this time around with you guys, because I've never beaten this game, I've internalized a lot more things that are actually just from call it a mature gamer stance, whereas like I only need to have a select few units, and I encourage you guys to do that. I've done that this whole stage when we started this. Pick a few units that you like, and those don't have to be the only ones you play, but pick a few that you want to level up and they become your A squad, and then you have your B squad that you rotate out based on circumstance. And if you don't do that, what will end up happening is you will get into a situation like I did when I was a kid, and I just didn't have the bench depth to support my army, and I did not have the power to sustain the growth. Like I was able to win based on sheer numbers. I was not able to win via tactics and strategy. My army got broke. My reputation meter was completely bottomed out, and I was left with the situation that you see where you're just like a destitute army. You're overtaxed. Your units are too weak, and I was just winning based on the horde mentality or the mob mentality, where I would just run the enemy down with the units that I had, and it did work. And it got me only so far though. I think I've only ever gotten up to at this point. I don't remember ever doing this stage, so I think I only ever got up to like stage number 6 or 7. So this is new territory to me. This is definitely uncharted territory for me. My younger brother, when he played this game, he played it way better than I did. And that's not to say that he played it to completion, because I don't think he ever did either. But he would have the ideas, the strategies, and he was super smart about it. He was going for the air quotes bad ending, so he didn't care that his meter was in the tank. So I don't know if he ever did end up beating the game, but I do remember him having a lot of the again, air quotes, the bad units, the negative units, the ones that are like you don't want to have reviving your or not reviving to you, the ones you do not want to have liberating your cities. He had like the bad men, he had golems, he had liches, vampires, things like that. I don't think he ever got a lich, but he did have undead. He liked the undead units a lot. I don't want my main hero unit to gain any more experience, but I don't really have much of a choice here. Coincidentally, one of my commenters actually suggested that I take the princess out of our hero group and put them with my knights, or give the princess to Ash, or I could do something like create a dragon unit, and that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. So he's going to try and strong arm me. I think we'll win this one. Give Sergio the chance to get some much needed gains. So that unit's unfortunately defeated 100%. As we move across this map, we're going to run into more situations where we will need to be conscious of where we're putting our units, how we're spending our money. I did already return the water unit that I had running around looking for neutral enemies. We did find a mermaid, but there are angels that are available out here, and if we can get them, we should be able to actually really create a fun unit. I think if I did like the princess and angel team, that would be like a really good, really fun unit to see what kind of damage they could do against low alignment units. Again, I say air quotes if that's a bad unit. That just simply means low alignment units are a tendency towards the evil, as it were, and high alignment units are tendency towards the good. And so there's a rock paper scissors system, as it were, for you to handle the pluses and minuses. You know, fire, earth, wind, water, all that stuff. There is the alignment system that I think functions within that as well. I don't think Sergio's going to win because the Muse there, or not the Muse, the Valkyrie. The Muse is the upgraded version of the Valkyrie. Oh, we did take him out, so we are the winner. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Nice. Good stuff. And then Sergio's unit met the enemy. He's holding the line. That's great. That is great. They're not going to be able to hit the back row, so the Griffins are going to take the brunt of this attack. We'll see how much goes on. Now, Kiss, I believe, does a stat increase for magic defense and regular defense, but I'm not entirely sure if it's ever going to get any better than that. I had hopes that the Kiss mechanic was going to allow my units to do like an extra round of attack, which would have been really great. Because that, to me, that's how you win. That, to me, is how you win a lot of these fights, is if you can have the potential to deal more damage to the enemy, that it will guarantee your victory. Pretty good damage out. Yeah, Sergio, you're just crushing it, my buddy. Holding that line. Alright, so I need to have... Yep, Sergio again. They just want this city. They're really, really coming at me. I don't think we have risks of you losing this fight. I do see potential there. If we get bolted, I might have to have you run away. Oh, if he dies... I don't think he did... I don't think oh, let's see how much this does. Nope, we're out. We're out. We are out. Yep. Sergio, you move back into this. We will have our hero unit be able to run interference. We're going to fight for this right here. And we'll be able to take him out. My hero unit's just going to have to be the heavy and just going to, unfortunately, take this unit out, which is a bit annoying because I really wanted to have Ash's unit get up there and get some more experience, but I just don't see that happening right now. Ash is a knight that we liberated and got on our side at the slums, stage 7, and they're a really strong melee attacker, very strong. And he also has a sword, I believe, that increases strength as well, so he's got some power behind him. But physical damage is only one aspect of this game. Alright, so our hero gained a level, that's pretty good. Yep, there we are, and then off Sergio's unit. Sergio, my guy. Being a high flyer, he moves quick. We'll see what happens, because those guys can only attack the front row. See what goes in. Ah, that miss isn't good. That doesn't speak well. Okay, good hits. Okay. So the fairies have all done their attacks, or their actions. Oh, that miss isn't speaking well. There's a hit there. Solid hit against. Nope, missed. They're going to lose. We lost this one. And that's okay. Sergio's pretty beat up, so I'm okay with this. Yeah, I'm okay with this. My hero unit's going to come in and clean up. And that's perfectly fine. Yep, Sergio, I'm going to have you move this way. And Alice, you get to move back. Yep. Busy's unit met the enemy. This is just going to be like super easy for my hero unit. It's going to be a slaughter. And I don't want to get into this situation where my hero unit is doing all the heavy lifting. We have an army for a reason. We need to rely on it. Otherwise, we will not be able to handle future conflict. Okay. Yeah, those front two are dead. And the back two are pretty beat up. And they don't attack, they just do the kiss command. Yep, I think that's dead. Yep. Hero unit just wiped them out. Everyone gained a level up though. Hero unit doing its thing. And Ash, you're gonna move right up there and you're gonna fight him. Alright, good. I don't see you guys winning this. But hey, stranger things have happened, right? So I want to talk about, in this episode, being a busy gamer dad. If you're new to the channel, I like talking about being a dad, being busy, and playing video games. And that's just my thing. But I want to, during my live streams, I talked last week or recently, and depending on when you see this video, about reading. And I have many books that I enjoy reading. I have some recommendations for you out there for any books that I think are good for your kids and you to read, or you and your significant other to read, sit down and have a chat about, and compete and talk with them about it, and who can get through the book first, or which characters you like, what's going to happen. And I really think that you are shortchanging yourself if you're not looking at your local libraries for membership to online reading apps, to give yourself an opportunity to get these books, audiobooks, for free. They are for free. You don't have to worry about them being expensive or anything like that. You can get them for free and you can enjoy them, and there's no issue about returning them for late fees or anything like that, because your audio app will give them back to you, or give them back to the libraries, return them, and you don't got to worry about it. I need you to retreat. I don't want my hero unit to take this fight. So, reading in general is not everyone's cup of tea, and that makes sense to me. It's not always been my cup of tea, and I go in fits and starts with it, where I like it sometimes, I don't like it sometimes. It very much depends on my mood. And I make it a point, though, to read in front of my kids. And that is because your kids see what you do and they emulate it. And this is a deeper topic to go on for a future episode, so stay tuned for that. But your kids need to see you doing those healthy activities like reading or going for walks, or cooking, or how you're cleaning your house, how you keep your house, or how you interact with your friends or your family and things like that. And they need to be coached and talked about why you're doing what you're doing. They don't understand the nuances of how hard it is maybe to deal with some members of your family. And that is a perfectly acceptable thing. You can have those talks like, oh yeah, oh, your cousin Jamie, oh, I know, I love him, but your cousin Jamie's made some bad choices, and I don't want you ending up like your cousin Jamie because of this, that, and the other reasons. And oh no, you can't hang out with your Uncle Rick because he's got some things going on, and I don't want you getting caught up in them. And tell them in not so many words, unless you feel like they're old enough to hear the gritty truth. You need to tell them what's actually happening to a level at which they understand. They don't need to hear everything if they're like only like 6 or 7, but what they do need to know is the facts of like, you don't need to talk to this person because they are dangerous. That is 100% within your power to tell your kids the reasons why, or because there's a situation that we have going on. Let them know and be honest with them. Your kids are smart. Kids are super smart. They know when they're learning. They're sponges. And there's a funny thing about like, why are sponges able to hold water when they have so many holes? Sometimes kids don't hold their knowledge either, but still, it's one of those things. Alright, so this is case in point, like right here. I really hope he focuses on taking out that ghost. Alright, so we got a stun. Good. This unit has got to go. We got to kill this guy. These units are just terrible to deal with, especially when they invade your backline. There was a unit of all ghosts that blitzkrieged earlier in this stage, and that was not fun. Alright, so a little bit more profit this time because we returned the lion unit, but we are losing some reputation because we're on the board too long. Busy's unit got into combat. That's fine. We'll soften this group up. Yep, we'll soften this group nice up. Man, look at them. They came back and they weren't even fully healed, and then my hero just destroyed the leader. Do I want to... Let's do it. Let's retreat. Let's retreat. And then they're going to instantly fight that group. That's fine. That's actually pretty okay, because they'll be able to take them out and get the experience. Perfect. That works out really well. And this is the give and take with this game that I didn't understand as a kid. And having 2-3 units in a close cluster with like a couple of reinforcement units in the wings. As I've gotten older, I've gotten better at tactics games, and it shows here. Alright, Nightmare should be able to hit him and finish him off. Good. Maybe we get a couple of level ups. They did just get level ups, so I'm not expecting it. I was hoping maybe for the winner, or the winner's the mage. Okay, so from here, Ash, I'm gonna have you get up in there. And I want you to be the one to fight. Now this should be a pretty straightforward. Ninjas? Yeah, ninjas and knights. And another ninjas and knights. I'm gonna have Warren get up here too. And I'm gonna have my hero unit start positioning themselves like I'm going to take this city. I don't think we'll be having anyone come up the backside. We are pretty covered right now, so that's going to be okay. All the places that we have high fly units within range to help. Alright, so should be good. Stun. That was a good stun, all but that one back ninja. Yep, I'm doing some healing. Good. 25 damage out. 23 damage out. Miss from the one awake ninja. 36 damage out. Oh, woke up so he can swing. Got some healing going on. That's fine. She should drop another stun, or is he going to swing? Nope, drop another stun. Everyone's stunned now. Great. Got a whip going out. 17. Oh, he woke up, so that means he gets his actions. 33. That guy didn't wake up. Nightmare, 19 damage against the enemy captain. Enemy leader, 23. Naturally, we're going to be the winner. Because of that stun. That stun was the reason why we won. Alright, good. Warren's units finish moving. Ash's units finish moving. Got another wave coming in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at them. Look them all. Still coming. Still coming. And that's okay. That's okay. I've got no problem taking this and getting the experience that we need from this. So, going back to the reading thing and the habits thing, it's hard if you have a situation that you're trying to navigate for yourself where you have some baggage from bad habits that you grew up with. Say you have eating disorders, say you have some mental issues that you're struggling with. Feel empowered from a random guy on the internet to get the help that you need. Take the time to do the self-care. And that is why I play video games. Still, at this age, I am 42 years old. And I play video games as a way to unwind after a busy day and recenter myself. If I did not have video games to allow me the opportunity to turn off this world and go into a fantasy world, a science fiction world, and play through a narrative that's not my own, something that's structured, something that I still have to make some decisions in or have some agency being a part of, that I know I can turn off and go back to reality, I don't know where I'd be. I would be a much more sorry state than I am now. Because the ability for video games to take you on these adventures and to allow you to be someone else for a long time, and I'm not talking about like hours of play session, I'm talking when people play World of Warcraft, or people play even League of Legends, or Call of Duty, they are trying to, in a lot of ways, I think, take a moment for themselves to be what they feel is the better version of themselves, or best version of themselves. And even if they are terrible at the game, even if people queue up in League of Legends and run it down, they want to do that as a form of stress relief. And that is, it's frustrating, don't get me wrong. I know exactly what you're going to say. Like, that's stupid. I know, I agree 100%. That is 100% stupid, and that's not okay. But that's their form of self-care. That's their form of release. That's their form of relaxation. And in all honesty, as long as they're not hurting anyone, I kind of am for it. Let it be what it's going to be. Do I like it when it happens to me? Absolutely not. Have I done it? Yes, I will not be holier than thou and not admit that I have done that once or twice, where I've just said, nope, you know what, you guys are harassing me in my game, I'm just gonna not play. I'm gonna just passively get through this match, and then I'm gonna turn my system off, and I'll come back to it at a later date. I've done that. I've had to do that, because I genuinely just can't anymore. My cup is full, and it doth flow over. And so, I've just had a bad game, turned it off, and come back to it at a later date. Does that bleed into my reality? Absolutely. I'm not immune to it. I'm 100% a human being. I totally get that I made a bad decision. I totally get that I was the problem. I'm mature enough to take a moment and step out of my body and say, yes, I was foolish. Yes, I did those things. I need to put the game on a shelf and get back to reality and start making some good things happen there. And if I can't make good things happen there, take a breath, recenter myself without those two things. Read a book, go for a walk, do a workout, cook, paint, fix something around your house, clean something around your house. Small victories. And then you'll feel so much better that you're starting to accumulate the good karma, you're starting to accumulate the good things. And you'll notice it when you go back to the games, when you go back into the reality of your life, your responsibilities. It's this trickle-down effect. Is the science I'm spitting new? I hope it's not. I hope it's not the first time you're hearing it. I hope it's not the first time some random person in the world has told you you can be better than what you are. It just takes a little bit of practice and time. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants to invest the time. You should. You're worth it. You're absolutely worth it. Because if you can't take the time to take care of yourself, you should not expect others to do that for you. You are your priority. That's the hardest thing I have to teach my kids. Because they are my priority. But I also have to take time to make sure that I have the ability to handle my job, my responsibilities as their dad, before I am their dad. Does that kind of make sense? Let me know what you feel about that in the comments. That's a little bit of a spicy topic, a little bit of a deep topic. Definitely not something for the faint of heart. And if you're not a parent, I totally get it, but you still have siblings maybe, you still have cousins, you still have family, you still have friends, and they can be just as chaotic, they can be just as difficult to deal with. And I respect anybody who has these moments of weakness, because they had the moments of weakness because they've been so strong before, or they were coming from a position of strength that they've lost. Now, all of that said, and what did I do this episode for 26 minutes now? 26 minutes now? What have we done? Well, we've held on to this town, tooth and nail. We almost lost it. They almost pushed us off of it. They really want this city. I don't even know why they want Tulgin, but they want Tulgin. Let me see here. What do we got here? What do we got? We can recruit an Amazon. I don't really need to recruit an Amazon. What do we got in here? I can have you recruit a fighter and a hellhound. We don't really need that either. I think in here they have the pearl. Yeah, and we can recruit. So what do we got here? We got some heals. We got a bell. We got some cures. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So they're gonna. This is where the enemy base is, up here. I think what I'm gonna do now, for our last couple of minutes, is we're gonna move up. We're gonna make the move up. All right. So this mermaid unit on land is a silly idea. We just took a third of that mermaid's health. Yeah, we're gonna crush this unit. Okay. Okay. Yep. The Krakens may get some attacks back, but they're not going to get as many heavy hits in as we are. So now, in the middle of these volcanoes that you saw in the middle of this map, there is a really strong healer unit. And that really strong healer unit is basically like a character like Ash. And so if we can get her, we need to be able to, I think it's, how do we get her? Let's make sure, tip there, okay. Yep, if your reputation is high enough, we can get her. All right, so what I'm gonna actually do is I will, Plains unit, I should have had you move right into the center. We're gonna do it. We're gonna come have him go over in the centers, and that's gonna be the end of our episode. When we claim that volcano temple, that's gonna be the big thing. And then I don't see a reason to bring her out onto the field. They're coming this way. Interesting. Interesting. And they're coming back down. Yep, ninjas and knights. Double ninjas and knights. Okay, with my hero unit's going in. My hero unit is just coming in to sweep right in between them. He's gonna flank them all. Kill them all. Go get him. Go get him, Busy. And I know I said I don't want my hero unit to become just the big heavy, but at this point I also want to get this stage over with, because this is going on all day that I've been waiting to get this done. Oh yeah, they are toast. They are just cooked. Nice. Nice. And gone. Yep, naturally, you are the winners. And then let's think here. There's one more hidden treasure in the north. Okay. Okay, there's just one more hidden treasure in the north that we gotta worry about. And even if my hero unit loses and bounces back, that's fine. It's very unlikely that they will do that. Just because my hero does the Ice Cloud, and then I have the Princess do the Starlight, which is just massive AoE damage. If I had a mage in the party as opposed to a wizard, or is it... Nope, reverse that. If I had a... Yeah, if I had a mage in the party as opposed to a wizard, nope, that was right. The AoE damage, we could probably take out this whole unit, or get them incredibly low within death of another AoE attack. Which is just nuts to me that I have that much power right now. But I'm trying to stay ahead of that difficulty curve with as many units as I can. Okay. Good heal. I don't know why they didn't heal the hero unit over him. Oh, maybe they knew he was getting attacked? Hard to say. Oh, then, okay. We did have an extra heal. So we're the winners, naturally. Because we are the winners. You're the winners. Big winners. Oh, nice. We didn't get the one in below. And they're still coming in. Alright, fair enough. Warren's unit's gonna fight the enemy. Oh, wow. Big chunk in damage. A little risky. Warren's 3 on 5. He's doing some decent damage, though. Just chewing these guys up. Wow. Yeah, they are not doing hardly any damage to Warren. I say that and they landed 22 hit. But we're doing like 40s and 50s to them. That's 33, and we just took out one of their knights in the front line. 43 damage, jeez. Oh yeah, I would be surprised if we lost this. I was worried for nothing. Warren's got it on lock. Oh, he missed an attack, but that's okay. We got him. We got him. Oh, and then he's gonna bounce into Busy's unit. Oh no. You know what I'm gonna actually do? I'm gonna run. And what this will do is this will bounce Busy's unit further. And then Busy's going to get into more combat. Yep, and it's going to bounce him further. It's a fast travel. We're doing the poor man's fast travel right here. Poor man's fast travel. Right there. Oh, it put me right in the volcano, though. Don't worry, there's no, like, damage for standing on that terrain or anything like that. But I have a feeling once I get that city, we're going to need to get up there. So I'm going to start doing what I need to do here. Move these units up. Ash's unit met the enemy. Here we go. I think he should be able to take them out. I did have another crown, so I could potentially find another candidate to turn into a princess. I don't know if that's the right play. I do like having the princesses, but there again, it's one of those things where it's like, do you want that? Because if you turn someone into a princess, it's like a one-way street. It's like an evolved Pokemon. They can't go back from being that type of thing. Alright, Ash gained a level up. That's pretty good. Alice, I'm going to have you start going up too. Yeah, if he loses, he loses. Busy's unit stopped moving, huh? Interesting. Should be around in there somewhere. $34 damage to another knight. That's pretty good. Especially since he's taking front row to back row. 24 there. That should kill that guy. Yep. And the archer he has with him, I'm going to probably turn into a shaman rather than a princess. I think that's the better play. I should say cleric, not shaman, cleric. Okay, 31, level up. Hey, you know what? Cool. Let him go on the run. Ash's unit met the enemy. That's okay. Alright. 2 takes out that guy. 26 gets that guy within striking distance of dead. 26 gets that guy within striking distance of dead. .41, Ash took out the leader. You might have him if you can land these 2 hits, you knights. Let's see. Oh, didn't get him. He lives to fight another day, I think. Yep, and that's okay. That's okay. That is okay. Get the experience we need. Alright, so from here, where is this place? It has got to be, like, right around in here somewhere. It literally says we're on top of it right now. I don't know why it would say they were not. I don't see... Some service to the Holy Mother. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see why we're not seeing this temple. Are we just not close enough? Literally, like we were off by a pixel. We were off by a pixel. Nope, you stop that. You stop that right now. Silly. Just silly. Now, hopefully our reputation's high enough. Yes? Oh, no. Oh, good. Okay. Intelligence. Oh, okay. Yes, we'll keep it. Aisha. I am Aisha, the daughter of Grand Monk Forest. Not only have you destroyed when I heard that the Black Knight had come to Avalon, I returned as quickly as I could, but I seem to have been too late. I must have revenge for my mother. Please allow me to join the rebels. Let me get revenge. Yes, sure. Thank you. I will fight with you to the death. That is awesome. Now, how expensive is her units? Let's go to edit units real quick, and then we'll call our episode there. Let's view status. She's a mermaid. She's got a water unit. Oh, weird. Stab times 2. 2 knights. I think the blizzard is what I would want. Oh wow, look at that alignment and charisma, or yeah, alignment and charisma's kind of low. Charisma's low. Whatever. Alright, well, this was Busy Gamer Dad. We got our next elite unit. I think that's really cool. They are the most expensive unit that I own. They will not be going out on the field as they are. They need to be changed up. But I will do that in another episode. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. We are going to be going into our closeout episode. I hope to see you then. Later.